this time, unless something else comes up, I look forward to doing some dice poker and fist fighting and arm wrestling in Vergen this time. Just like I did in Flotsam, and then I will get back on the main missions. So let's make that active and start finding some players we can play with, and then we can challenge the better players. The previous video we previous session, last 3 videos, we cleared out the local mine, and it is now operational, and I can cash in on that as well. And we got out of the rain, which is a good thing. Now if only I'd remember where was the way out. I think it was this, to the bridge. Yes. Okay, on this rain I think I need to run a bit. I will get myself to the inn. Maybe that'll get the rain stopped. Hello? It was this way. There were some shopkeepers or sellers in the marketplace that I can play dice poker with, but I'm not gonna do it in this rain. And look at this, children walking with me. Doesn't mind the rain. So yeah, I think I will first go take a look at that fist fighting part.
Let me tell you about the woman who fell from the sky.
You let one human in, and in no time
you've told that story 1,000 times. I've heard enough of flying women.
I heard human women need only sit astride a man's pants for their bellies to muffle.
Slug it between the eyes!
So, alright, this Bring It On is arm wrestling. I know I can... okay. Jarben and Sheldon are the ones I need to arm wrestle, or at least talk to them first.
Bite his balls!
I don't have a quest for fist fighting yet, but maybe
Slug it between the eyes!
Since when do noblemen fight peasants?
Sign of the times. Saskia treats the peasantry as our equals. And once you let a dog inside, it'll never sleep in the doghouse again. But that's not for me to judge. The point is, you can make good coin on fistfights. Care to give it a go?
Any rules to this?
Each contender puts down his stake, which rises the more fights he wins. If you want to fight, put down some coin. Up for the next fight, or are you just going to stand there and go?
Apparently my reputation from Flotsam hasn't reached Vergen yet.
Any rules to this?
Each up for the next...
I didn't know that was the same message, but sure, I'm here to fight.
A worthy contender, please.
For starters, you'll fight a novice. Stand and fight, but first, show me your coin.
Maximum, of course.
In that case, betting is now open.
Balls! Don't be afraid of him!
Oh, that was
a sight for sore eyes. Beautiful fight. Congratulations on your win. You're moving up the ranks, sir, just like your winnings. Ready for another fight?
Of course.
A worthy contender, please.
The better the opponent, the better the fight. The better the fight, the higher the stakes. The higher the stakes, the bigger the winnings.
I like that.
In that case, betting is now open.
Stop stroking him and rough him up!
Bite his balls!
These QTEs in the fighting, they are not that hard after you get used to it. It was...
Don't be afraid!
Finally, an end to the flailing and someone with a touch of finesse. The pool is yours. You're moving up the ranks, sir, just like your winnings. Ready for another fight?
But on the other hand, I'm pretty much doing this just for the coin and for the sake of doing it.
A worthy contender, please.
Excellent. This is the strongest lad I know. He's knackered many a plough horse. The fortune he's made in his fist-fighting career makes many a nobleman green with envy. Place your bets. Hurry, before it's too late. In that case, betting is now open.
I wonder if there's a similar fight club in Vergen as there were in Flotsam.
Slug it between the eyes. Bite his balls! That was a sight for sore eyes. Beautiful fight. Congratulations on your win. A wonderful show of strength, precision, and agility. Seems there's no one left to challenge the new champion.
You couldn't be more wrong.
Sir Silgrat?
It is I.
Funny seeing you here. You've always claimed such fights were a primitive diversion for commoners.
A true knight duels another in the exquisite company of ladies and real gentlemen.
Oh, I'll never forget the great achievements of Selkirk in the tourneys.
On many occasions did my brother prove his greatness. Alas, the world's going to the dogs. Today a knight must challenge commoners to prove his bravery. But there's a witcher among you. And though his blood is no match for mine, his warring mastery is satisfactory. Perhaps when he drops to the ground at my feet, you'll realize I'm not merely Selkirk's brother. I'll be known as Silgrat, every witcher's worst nightmare. I challenge you, witcher. The wager is 2 sacks of gold. Believe me, Silgrat doesn't challenge any old serf.
I'll enjoy beating this guy up.
You want to prove you're your brother's equal? Show me what you're made of.
Stand and fight.
Stop stroking him and rough him up!
Oh, I wish he would have taken that kind of a
Don't be afraid of him!
traditional English boxing style, but oh well.
Stop stroking him and rough him up!
Ooh.
You won. Finish me off.
I'm no murderer. Besides, it was only a fist fight.
I'd rather have died at your hands.
It was an honest fight, just like you wanted.
You fail to understand. My reputation is ruined, my honor gone.
I thrashed you and won a pile of coin. Not sure I care about your reputation.
We'll meet again. Silgrat forgets no insult.
Congratulations to the victors, and thanks to the vanquished. You proved your mastery, Witcher. Fighting you is an honor. Let's tend to the pool! Slug him between the eyes!
A score to settle. Wait for the events to unfold.
Bite his balls!
Let's take a look at that. So what happened there? was one-on-one. Vergen. The Vergen dwarves like simple pastimes, and fist-fighting matches were among them. At the time, there was a tournament offering monetary rewards going on at the inn, and Geralt decided to win it. Young Zin would be his first opponent. Young Zin fell to the ground so hard it trembled. The spectators cheered the Witcher, but another contender, Stell Placeholder, was already warming up. Geralt beat Placeholder black and blue, having barely been scratched in return. The dwarves were amazed that a human could be so hale and tough. Only those who had already adventured at the Witcher's side knew that Geralt would deal with Percy of Woodham too. And they were right. Wherever Woodham might be, it can no longer boast of having birthed the reigning champion, because the victorious Geralt took his place. The Witcher got his reward with a smile of self-satisfaction that made others want to hit him in the face for a long time. As you may remember, Seltkirk was the hero of the previous war with Kaedwen. Everyone in Vergen had heard of him, but his brother Silkrat was not nearly as famous. Living in the shadow of his great brother, Silkrat became embittered, hungry for acclaim. He thought defeating a Witcher in a fistfight would bring him glory. Geralt picked up the gauntlet. When Silkrat barred Geralt's way, using lofty words to explain his intentions, the Witcher shrugged impatiently. In the blink of an eye, he beat the nobleman black and blue, ruining his plans for eternal glory. The knight's curses followed Geralt. Okay, I think then, well, the events will fold for the score to settle. We'll see what Silkrat does. Probably comes on Geralt with a bunch of ducks. In the meantime, let's look into arm wrestling and dice poker. Starting here at the inn. Zoltan is here, but other dwarves aren't.
He travels the land, killing monsters for coin.
That's a man whose business is not ruined by war.
Sorcerers mutated him when
Crumbler.
You wouldn't trick me into buying you around.
And there goes my trade with Kaedwen.
Morning.
Morning. The other dwarves.
You know, I look at that Witcher and see something unusual.
Let me tell you about the
I think they oh suddenly they appeared. How about that?
How are you, Sheldon?
Better than at Brenna, though we've quite a rumble ahead of us. But I promise you this, we'll kick Henselt's arse and send him scurrying back to Kaedwen.
Alright, well, there is no option to ask him how his fuck date was after visiting the mine, so let's focus on the tests of strength then.
Zoltan says your company are true arm wrestling masters.
Unbeatable, last I recall.
Is that so? Care to check if that's still true?
Sounds good. Ready to take me on?
I sure am.
Give me your best shot.
What would be unusual is if you return home sober for once.
Let's see how tough these guys are. Yep, the icon is moving a lot more than in the previous arm wrestlings I've done.
Look, another one. You let one human in and in no time you've got a swarm.
Haha.
I heard human women need only sit.
You one strong son of a bitch!
Thanks.
You should take on Scalen. He beat me and Yarpen, and now beats his chest over it. The old company'd be in your debt if you thrashed him.
Jealous bunch, aren't you?
Let me tell you about the woman who fell from the sky.
Ah, you've told that story 1,000 times. Stop stroking him and rough him up!
Okay, Yarven. Get off. Get up off from the table.
Who's this, my failing eyes spy? Geralt of Rivia visiting old Yarpen Zegrin?
Oh, of course I am. And there's a whole lot of things talk to you, so I might as well do that as well.
Were you in Rivia when I got caught on that pitchfork?
Was I? Fuck, Wolf, I saw you die! I didn't see the little bastard who took you for a haystack, but I swear it looked like you weren't going to make it. So I'm well glad you managed to lick your wounds.
I don't know if it taught me anything.
Come on, it had to. Not many have survived their own death.
You haven't noticed that I'm pissing up wind again, fighting for a cause that isn't mine?
No, I haven't. A free upper Aedirn is in the interests of any decent fellow.
Did you fight it, Brenna?
Oh, fuck. I knows you've got amnesia, but you could have remembered that. Ah, it was a beautiful day. On one side, 6 and 40,000 black ones. On the other, us, the Nordlings together. The Redanians led by De Ruyter on the left, the Temerian regiments in the middle, and us on the right. The Mahakam Volunteer Army, all dwarves. Even the likes of Cohor must have shit his britches at the sight of us.
He hardly lacked courage, as I heard it.
A right brave bastard, that's true. Preferred to die than run like a rat. I don't believe I've ever seen a bigger melee, except maybe 3 years ago here at Vergen. Would have managed that day too, even without the magic. That burning shit that fell from the sky. Why, even the Dun banner knelt before us when we brought our battle axes down.
Some say not one of the Dun banners survived. Any truth to that?
Biggerhorn nabbed the survivors as they fled south, but most men of the banner lie in the catacombs, along with their standard. The Dun banner. What the hell kind of name is that for a unit anyway? It's as if they couldn't get their fucking flag clean.
Right. I think I need to go into those catacombs later to find that one.
I've been trying to figure out what Philippa Eilhart's doing in all this mess.
Same thing as always. Conspiring until she gets her pubes in a knot.
I know you hate sorceresses, but try to put your animosity aside.
Oh, we hate them. That's a fact. But why do you think that is? It's not because of their secret knowledge or their nice tits. Their hearts are full of dung, Geralt. Mark my words.
You exaggerate.
No, maybe not all of them. But Eilhart's the worst. Need I remind you how she peddled her ass to Dijkstra just to learn the plans of the Redanian intelligence service? Everyone in Vergen knows she's not into cock. I tell you this, it's her ilk that caused the ruckus on Thanad Island. Think she's any different here? I'm crap at talking, Geralt, but you do all right. So I'd appreciate, as soon as Saskia's better, slip a word in her ear to watch out for Philippa.
Yeah, that is true. Philippa most certainly has her own agenda with helping Saskia.
Getting anywhere with the new recruits?
Like whores in a brothel, they're ploughing away at full speed. Saskia's army's full of men better at holding their pricks than a weapon. But Zoltan and I are helping them catch up. Most importantly, they don't lack spirit.
They won't defeat Henselt's regulars with zeal alone.
We'll show you what an army facing either victory or death is capable of. For we've no other choice, Geralt.
Okay. I heard you are a pretty good arm wrestler.
Zoltan claims you can arm wrestle like no one else.
He's right. Did he tell you I beat him?
Omitted that bit, somehow.
Old fart.
Want to wrestle me?
I'm ready for your challenge always. So?
Of course.
Show me what you got.
Okay, getting it. Oh, don't lose it. It gets really tough if you lose it there in the end.
Listen,
Scale and Burden beat all our old company, and it gets bragging about it right and left. Someone needs to knock him down a peg. Make it worth your while.
I'll see what I can do.
I will, Järben. I will.
Bite his balls!
Let me tell you about the woman who fell from the sky.
Ah, you've told that story 1,000 times. I've heard enough of flying women.
It was very unusual.
What would be unusual is if you return home sober for once. You won't trick me into buying you
Oh, it's still raining. Yes, sorry, Elias. I am, or Elias. I haven't had the time yet to look into that. Into that murder investigation. Yeah, you really don't mind the rain, do you? They are probably at the mine. It's a slightly more confusing town, this Vergen, than Flotsam was. Oh, did he just...
This poor weather.
The Smith. Yeah, I think... Oh, you are Thorak, the runesmith. You don't say much. These are quite expensive, these diagrams for fire runes, or the runes in general. This would be... Oh, and Dreka saliva. This would be useful for me, so I could create them at will when needed. I'm getting those essences and elemental stones and all. Oh, Necker Heart! Oh, I've been using them to alchemy. Oh, shoot. I'm still a bit puzzled how rare the silver ore is. It's like I should buy it every time I get to get enough to get these silver swords done. Eight silver ore. Yeah, I need to save up on the money a bit. But thank you, runesmith. Interesting that there was no dialogue there. Whose house is this? Is this? It's no one's.
This poor weather.
Oh, bit glitchy there. They are trying to get to the mine. The game reset areas a bit oddly there. Or actually no, I went to the wrong place. Never mind. Don't play the game when you do something stupid. I've done my share of that before. I wish the rain would stop. Who are you? Whose place is this? Okay, so is Galen in now? No, he's here. This is his house, isn't it? Yes, indeed. So, this game isn't giving a whole lot of orange. So you actually have to work quite hard on it.
The mine's safe again. Any plans to do something with it?
Course! Soon as the battle's done, we'll resume digging. Shame to let those rich deposits go to waste. My uncle says they'll put Vergen right back on its feet. Zoltan's talking about a shared enterprise or some such. He's to manage operations with my uncle as general overseer. We just got to save the town first.
Okay, well then that's what we need to do, but I'm here to challenge you.
Hey Scalen, wanna arm wrestle?
I really like to wrestle, but
No buts. You either wanna wrestle or not.
You know there's no one to match me in Vergen.
It's not the contest of the century, I just want to test you.
Steady on! I've got conditions. First, you have to beat Yarpen and Sheldon.
Well, I kinda did that.
You may have beaten Dopey and Sneezy, but don't expect me to be such a pushover.
Show me what you're made of.
Alright. Want to take me on?
Yes.
Show me what you're made of.
You said that already, Geralt. Now this is a true challenge, not even anyone watching, and we are just going at it. Oh, he's tough. He's tough. By far the toughest one. Yes!
I believe I'd split a rock with my dick sooner than I'd beat you at arm wrestling.
I guess that makes me the new champion of Vergen.
No shame in losing to the White Wolf. Though there's one who could still be a match for you.
Who?
The mighty Numa. I wrestled him in Kovir. Couldn't move my arm for the next week. They say he don't play fair. But that's just losers talking. You ever wrestle him? Give him my regards.
I will.
Mighty Numa. I get a feeling that will be in the... when we move on with this one, as that just got done. Geralt bested Sheldon's gags quite easily. In the process he learned about Scalen Burden, who had no equal at arm wrestling. The dwarves encouraged Geralt to challenge Scalen to a match and defeat him. Geralt bested Yarpen, though not without effort. Incidentally, he learned that Scalen Burden, the alderman's nephew, was the local arm wrestling champion, a fact that was grating on the old crew's nerves. Taking Scalen down, Beck would earn the Witcher the eternal gratitude of Zoltan's friends. The name of the elder's nephew followed Geralt like stench follows an army. Zoltan's friends insisted the Witcher should tackle Scalen Burden. Scalen Burden lost to Geralt after a long and grueling duel. The Witcher went back to see Yarpen and Sheldon to learn exactly what eternal gratitude meant, and that's what I will do next. First, however, he heard the story of Mighty Numa, a legendary arm wrestling champion. The Witcher hoped to meet the strong man one day and see if he really did dope himself up as the dwarves claimed. Geralt tested his hand often and never lost his strength. That's mutant stamina for you. He defeated all the dwarves, including the best among them, Scalen Burden.